good evening, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful people of Alternative Healthcare Career Group. Well, tonight, I just wanted to share this, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is September the 24th. I hope I'm putting in the thing, right? September 24th, Thursday, always be novice. Is that how you pronounce it? If you think that's the right pronunciation of novice, just put in a thumb there. Dr. Joshua, Dr. Pam, and Krystal, you do that. Is that how you pronounce novice? Well, anyway, it's a very, very good thing there. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to be an expert all the time, but the key here is you're always to be a novice. You always want to learn something new. When you're a novice, I have a hard time pronouncing that word. When you're a novice, just like me, novice right now, pronouncing that word, you're wanting to learn more. You're wanting to learn more. Remember when you were trying to start to be a therapist, ladies and gentlemen, you're eager to learn more. And that's what this quote is all about. Always be novice. Learn something new, ladies and gentlemen. So today, we're going to learn something new, right? We're going to learn something new. But before I keep on going, I just would like to thank Aaron Lebauer of Lebauer Consulting. I like his shirt. You see the shirt? If you see the shirt, type in I see it, of course, right? If you don't see it, you see my beautiful body, right? It says here, I work for patients, not insurance companies. So amazing. We in our practice, we also do cash-based practice, but I wish I could do what he's doing. It's just pure cash-based and just literally just charging cash. So if you want to learn how to start a cash-based practice, reach out to that Lebauer Consulting thing, and you'll learn more about. But speaking of cash, speaking of learning, speaking of being a novice today, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We're going to interview 3 amazing people tonight. 3, not just 1, right? Not just 2, but 3. Normally, when you see all these interviews that we do, interview 1, right? Type in 1 if you're seeing this. We interview 2. Last Tuesday, I interviewed 3, actually 4. I can't remember. 3 or 4 people. Tonight, we're going to interview 3. Not just regular therapists. We're going to interview amazing therapists. But before I keep on going, I just would like to show this thing here that this episode is brought to you by MedBridge Education. If you want to learn more about CEU stuff, check out MedBridge Education and use the code alternative, and you get 40% discount, ladies and gentlemen. 40%. Imagine that. The big 40. Not 10, not 20. Not 30, but 40%. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. And then I see Jojo. What's going on, Jojo? Looking forward to hearing this info. Well, before I keep on going, I'm going to share the actual page in our group because someone mentioned to me that they don't see it in our page streaming. So if you're watching on the page, on the Alternative Healthcare Career page, could you please share it to our group, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to share it now to our group so we could at least see it there because they said that they cannot see it. So, all right. And then Sarah said, I am excited to be a novice. I hope it's so hard to say the word novice and work for patients. Oh gosh, thank you very much, Sarah, for coming over. Appreciate you. But our topic for today, it's amazing. You gotta watch and read this quote here. Whatever quote, this stuff here. It says here, prepare to give your company notice. Whatever notice that is. Notice 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever. But prepare to give your company notice. 2 clinicians, and I think this is 3. They need to correct this, right? 3 clinicians provide hope for replacing your income by using your gifts and skills to help motivated clients who are on the path to wellness. You gotta listen to this. Hope for replacing your income by using your gifts and skills. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the gifts that we have, we gotta use it. Remember what you know the term, when you don't use it, you lose it. Is that right? That's a gift, ladies and gentlemen. That's the gift. So you got to use your gifts and the skills to help motivated clients. Motivated. You got to learn how to choose your clients responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. You got to learn where to plant those seeds. Just like a tree. You got a seed, right? If you plant that seed in a bad soil, guess what? It's not going to grow. Same thing when you're providing your gifts. Same thing when you're providing your skills. You got to find that specific client, that specific motivated individual. In therapy, you can be the best therapist in the world. You can be the best chiropractor in the world. You can be the best OT, PT, PTA, whatever you are. But if that patient is not the right person for you, it's not going to do you good. So I like this thing here. By using your gifts and skills to help motivate individuals who are on the path to wellness. Ain't that good? Ain't that good? Jojo said hello or hi. Jojo, I like your profile picture. It says like that. I need to have a hair like that. I need to have an updated profile picture. I like that. And then somebody put a Facebook user. I think this is one of my friend. It's not seeing right now. But hey, Dr. Mike, did you see where the footbar walker won? Yep, I saw that, Miss Nancy. I think I saw that. I think I gotta find you. You gotta update your profile, Miss Nancy, so we could see your name here. But Miss Nancy is actually the footbar walker lady, right? Well, anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna read our guest intro for tonight. Let me just read our first guest. Our first guest is Pam. I'm not going to say her last name, but I'm going to just try. Pam Nyatsambo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She is a physical therapist, graduated 1999. Her BS. I don't like reading the BS. Bachelor of Science, 1999, and MSPT 2000. 1999, that seems so far away, but that's also the year I graduated from PT school, ladies and gentlemen. I have a student right now. Her name is Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. I hope she's watching. I hope she's watching, right? But she said she doesn't watch Facebook. But she said she's more like the Instagram, whatever, the younger people, TikTok. I wish we got TikTok, right? But she said she was born 1999. And I feel like I'm old, right? And I have like white hair here. If you have white hair, type in white hair. Well, anyway, Pam graduated 1999. She doesn't look like that old. She looks so young. She graduated the Northeastern University, has worked consistently as a PT in nursing home and home care for the last 20 years. And with a particular love for balanced training in orthopedics, especially joint rehab replacement. Okay, Pam is obviously a busy wife, mom of 2 teenagers, just like me, 3. She finds coaching people to utilize and share this profound wellness tools from home to be a natural extension of their education that she provides at work. So without further ado, before we put her in, I'm going to also introduce her fellow co-video in her video there, Krystal. Krystal is actually an OT, has a BS. Who likes to say the word BS? Bachelor of Science from University of New Hampshire, and has worked with both pediatric and adult population during her 17 years as occupational therapist, working in both acute and home care setting. She is also a beautiful wife and a beautiful mother to her 3 children, ages 11, 9, and 5. Oh gosh, good luck. Congratulations to you, Krystal. I got 3 too. She's active within her community for the past 2.5 years, has been building successful business with leading global health and wellness company. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pam and Krystal. What's going on, Pam and Krystal, in your world there in New Hampshire? Will you just tell us where you're from? What do you do? And what you guys doing? What are you guys doing here?
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
I love your site. We love your site and the positivity that you promote. I know that a lot of negative things have been happening in healthcare over the last 20 years, but the way you try to encourage people to use their creativity is really inspiring. But we're in New Hampshire. We live like a mile apart. And we met doing home care about maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And then we reconnected with this nutritional system that she shared with me and knew that it would resonate with me because I'm very into preventative wellness and nutrition. And it's one of the greatest gifts anyone could have shared with me.
Oh, wow. You mentioned a mile away, and it looks like you're not following social distancing there. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
we spend a lot of time together. So. And
So-
I just
He's in my circle.
yes, and I just got tested yesterday, so I'm negative.
Negative. Gosh, I hate you. You're so negative in your life. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
pre-screened.
So Pam and Krystal, so you're PT and then Krystal is OT. So why this alternative career? I mean, why find an alternative career wherein you're PT and OT anyway? Why do you decided to find an alternative career like this?
It was, for me, it was just a natural extension of loving the products and just being passionate about them myself and just not wanting to keep that to myself because it helped me so much just with energy, mood, stress, just the ability to keep my immune system up, especially during this last chapter, and then just convenience. I just could not keep it to myself, so I was naturally sharing. And our company has a really generous referral program where they help you share and they, compensate you very generously. So it just grew into a business for me organically. And then I saw the potential for other therapists to, be able to make their own hours by sharing with other people. This huge gift.
You know what? That's so true. That's so true. Sometimes we just have to open up our minds and learning other alternative careers, alternative sources of income. I wouldn't be here in this group or in our group if I didn't open up my mind that I can actually do this live video or teach online or actually offer different services if I haven't opened my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are still watching live, please comment live. Watching on a replay, please comment replay. But your mind is just like a parachute. It's just like a parachute. It only works when it's open.
Right.
But here's the thing. You have to jump. You have to jump out of that plane. It's a crazy thing, right? You're going to go up to the plane, right? Go up to the plane and you got to learn how to jump. You got to learn how to jump and then actually spreading your wings. I wish I can do that, spreading your wings and actually pull the trigger to open up that parachute. If you have jumped in a plane and did this, whatever you call that, skydiving, type in skydiving because I want to do that someday. That's how life is, ladies and gentlemen. In order for you to be able to go to your next level, the next level of success in life, you gotta learn how to jump out of the plane and use that parachute. Guess what? Your parachute will actually save you. If you don't use it, you're gonna die. So you may take the action, but if you don't have the right parachute, the right support group, you're going to die from it. So this team here, Pam and Krystal, is going to help you open up your mind and go up and try to jump out of that plane. Before I keep on going, I just would like to give a shout out to those people who are watching live. Tristan said, hello, Tristan Velasco Morante. Thank you very much. I see your profile picture. I like that. There's like a logo thing, like it says physical therapy and like the face shield and everything. Thank you for being safe. Thank you for all you do in our profession. And Renee, is that how you say? Renee Hagopian? Renee Hagopian, these ladies are amazing. Yes, Renee. I'm spitting here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't go through you, right? So these ladies are amazing. Thank you very much. And then Lisa says here, Krystal Chase Small. She knows you. Lisa Porter, you know her? If you don't know her, type in I know her. You know her?
I do know her.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's a small world, right? You gotta be nice. You know what? Speaking of a small world, I work for this contract company. I hope they're not watching, but I work for this contract company, and then they said, "Oh, you're gonna work with Mike Chua. He's a physical therapist." And that PTA said, "Oh yeah, I know him. I watch him all the time." I'm like, "Oh gosh, I gotta be nice with this PTA."
Wow.
So it's so hard, right? So hard. We're just gonna keep on going. Sherry, thank you very much for watching live. And Lisa said she is watching live. And then Renee said she is an X-ray tech right here. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you, X-ray tech people. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without you, ladies. We appreciate you. And of course, Vonda said, "So happy for you ladies, two great people that are so positive." Is that true? We got lots of people saying you're positive. So, well, speaking of positive, we're gonna introduce our next guest. Is that okay, Pam and Krystal?
Love to.
Oh yeah,
All
Josh.
right, I'm
Josh
just
is
gonna
motivated
introduce
down.
our next guest. I'm gonna find his name here. Dr. Josh Dunsky is a chiropractor in their company who has been exclusively using their nutrition products for his client, and he's actually a pro and Olympic athlete for 9 years now. I don't know. Maybe he can correct me with that. Without further ado, we're gonna bring in Dr. Joshua Dunsky, a chiropractor here in Alternative Healthcare Career Group. Well,
Hello, hello.
welcome, Dr. Joshua. Appreciate you, sir.
I appreciate you, and I love that you introduced me as a professional athlete because I definitely am. That's fantastic.
That's what I read here.
Do I get to pick my sport too?
Yes.
Yeah. Bodybuilding. You look like a bodybuilder there, sir.
Right here.
There you go. So I guess could you tell us where you're from? What do you do? And yeah.
Absolutely. It's so great to be here. Thank you so much for having me in this platform and with these beautiful ladies over here. I have a disc and nerve treatment center in Framingham, Massachusetts. I'm a chiropractor, and we specialize in discogenic injuries, so herniated disc, bulging discs, and several different types of neuropathies, whether it's chemotherapy-based neuropathy, if it's diabetic polyneuropathy. Most of the peripheral neuropathies is something that we treat in our program. And like you said, I've been using this nutritional platform, this specific one, since 2011 in our clinic, and it's made an incredible impact, as I hope we'll discuss tonight, in our practice, in the lives of thousands of our patients.
Oh wow. So how did you ladies and gentlemen met each other? I mean, is there any like a networking event there in New Hampshire? Is that, like a coffee shop, like in the Friends, or is that what you guys do, or how does that work?
I'll take this because
Yeah.
I think I'm the connecting piece to the three of us. I was introduced to this nutrition about 2.5 years ago by a friend that I really trusted, and it blew my mind. On day 3, I felt like a whole different person, and so I just really wanted to share with my family. I had no idea why I felt so good, but I knew of Dr. Dunsky. And so I reached out to him and said, "Hey, could you tell my family why I feel so good?" So that's kind of how we met, him and his beautiful wife, Lisa, and they have become really good friends. Now we have, family vacations together, and it's just an amazing friendship that we've built. But when I introduced Pam to this nutrition about 1.5 years now, she again started loving it and decided that she wanted to jump on board with building this business alongside of me. And so, I introduced Josh and her as part of this amazing team that we have.
Oh wow. Can I join your popular kids club or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like, when I don't know if you guys have been, I haven't been to school lately, right? But my kids, they would come home, "Hey, Daddy, there's these popular kids. They're hanging out in the cafeteria." And I'm like, "Well, they're not so popular." And "No, Daddy, they are really popular, and we see them on Facebook or whatever." And then I'm like, "Oh gosh, my daughter wants to be popular too." And how can I become like you? How can I join the popular kids club or whatever? I mean, you said you were going on a vacation and everything. So how does that work? I mean, how does it connect to therapy and chiropractic world, or in taking care of the patients? I mean, could you explain to me more? Because seriously, I don't know. All I saw is your website, the chiropractic website, and stuff like that. So how does that work? So
Sure. So my personal philosophy is, and everybody's different. Everybody has a different background. Much like you said, you were talking about before. You're talking about if you were the best chiropractor, the best physical therapist, or the best practitioner, medical doctor. My belief is if the body doesn't have fundamental fuel to heal and thrive, it really doesn't matter what type of therapy you put in front of someone. Of course, you can aid them. You can bring them back to a certain place. You know, certain medicine can do that. Certain therapies can do that. But is that person really going to be healthy if they're not getting the fundamental nutrients? And so I've been using nutrition. I've been practicing 21 years. We've been using nutrition the entire time, synergistically with our therapy. And I think a lot of practitioners do that appreciate nutrition. So this is really, it just blended together. It wasn't really a whole different thing that we were doing. We need to at least educate patients on proper diet, proper supplementation, because, you know, we just can't get the proper nutrition from our food anymore. Even though we try to eat organic and eat the right things, our soils are nutritionally deficient in most parts of the world. And so we have to supplement because our bodies need certain nutrients, phytonutrients. And so that's a part of our program. And in doing so, we've been helping not just people get better on their journey and patients get better, but practitioners worldwide. I mean, we have thousands of practitioners, healthcare practitioners, that use this same platform for themselves and their family, but also in practice. And because, you know, Krystal is a OT and Pam's a PT, you know, we just got together. We had that vibration that we wanted to learn this. We wanted to provide our families with a higher level of health and bring it to our patients and help other practitioners learn about this because of the you know, I believe you're up-leveling your practice for your patients. On the other side is what a lot of people don't want to talk about. It's the business. I used to not want to talk about the business, not want to talk about money. But it's a real thing with practitioners, and it has a significant financial aspect to a practice or to an individual provider by using this platform. But the first thing that has to happen is the supplements have to work. The nutritional platform has to work. People have to see results in order for the other piece of the puzzle, which is the business part. And so Krystal and Pam and myself now, along with my wife and thousands of other people, are on this journey showing practitioners how to use this platform and up-leveling their practice.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love, if you're watching live, ladies and gentlemen, type in live. Watching on the replay, type in replay, because I'm writing stuff down, ladies and gentlemen. You got to write things down. This is what we forget, ladies and gentlemen. We forget to write things down. When you're talking to a doctor, ladies and gentlemen, we listen. You know what? When we see, we forget. When we hear, we remember. But when we're writing it down, we're actually understanding it. You got to write things down, ladies and gentlemen. And I like what he said on supplementing it. Mm-hmm. When you're supplementing something, just like in school, you have supplemental studies to help you move to your next level. When you're wanting to move on to your what you call this, to your health, you need to find some supplemental things. You know why? Because all the food now, like what Dr. Joshua said, it's lacking. Mm-hmm. Yes, it may be filling, but is it healthy and nutritious? Look at me. I'm talking about food. I just ate McDonald's this morning. But anyway, you gotta have to learn how to supplement that. So in the Philippines, we have a hard time. I used to be a pharmaceutical rep. We had a hard time selling our medication because most of the people in Asia, they take herbal stuff, which is healthier technically. You know, there's a time and place for taking herbals. There's a time and place for taking nutritional stuff. And of course, there's a time and place to take all this, synthetic, whatever medication. So it's a matter of finding that specific stage of your current situation and then identifying that. Just like in therapy, you don't provide therapy for a patient who is like very spastic and everything. You provide therapy on the other good side, right? If it's already super contracted, why provide that? Refer them out to a surgeon. Maybe they could release it or whatever. Splinting will not help. I'm sure Krystal and Pam knows that. Before I keep on going, ask the next question. And I see a lot of people commenting, sorry, I have to do this. My kids make fun of me doing this now. A lot of people are actually commenting.
I was going to say, you just let us. Are you familiar with telomeres? That is really the foundation of what we're sharing. So I'd love to ask,
Yeah,
You
that's too minute for me. The telomeres don't. Let's not even talk about those small stuff and the atoms and the DNA and stuff. Let's not talk about that. You guys can talk about it later. So
oh, that is the
there's
foundation of your health.
Wanda said, so happy for you to Sherry said this products are amazing. She is saying hello to Dr. Joshua. I'm assuming you know her. And Vonda, again, she's
Hey,
saying hi,
Vonda.
hello to you, Dr. Dunsky. Sherry saying hello to you, ladies. And Jane in YouTube, she's watching. Pam and Krystal are awesome mentors and encouragers. So, gosh, you guys are amazing. And Sarah said, can't wait to learn how to make money. We're going to talk about that too. This is very good because Dr. Joshua mentioned about the business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it. Yes, we went to this profession helping people. That's our main goal. But guess what? We also have to be compensated too. When, yes, I'm treating Medicare patient. Yes, I'm charging cash to treat them and make them better. But guess what? I still have to go home and feed my family. So we're going to talk about that too later. We're going to ask them how they make money out of this. And then Sherry said they're a close ISA family, whatever you call that. Yep. So, and then Sarah said, such a great story. There you go. And then Vonda said, this is a fun group to be part of, to learn and be healthier. I think I need to be healthier. Do I need to, Doc? I weigh 210 pounds for my short height. So I guess you're going to lecture me in a minute, right? People are saying they're live. Thank you very much for watching live. I appreciate you, ladies. And then Jojo said, so true. Our bodies need proper nutrients. That's true. And that's true. And we're just going to go back to our conversation. So, Doc, can you talk about yes, we talk about nutrition. You talk about the application and everything. How can we apply this in our practice? Could you share that to us?
Absolutely. And that's, and just so you know, I'm a practitioner. As I said, I work in 2 different locations, but I also have a consulting company. And part of that is helping practitioners get off the insurance model and focus on a cash model. And the issues are really, it's tough. I got into this to help people and love helping people. But there's a lot of practitioners struggling today. The insurance reimbursement is tough. The paperwork is tough. The bureaucracy is tough. So making a living today as a practitioner is very different than it was 20 years ago. And this is an avenue that aids in that cash practice, or that other stream of income, if you will. We always talk about multiple streams of income in business, and it's very, very important. So what if you had a program that was helping patients get healthier? What if it was helping them get to a higher state of health? And at the same time, I could, earn revenue from that. So number one, they have to get healthier. It has to work. And number two, if you could provide a revenue stream that's based on those people getting healthy, that's what we show practitioners. And we have, I think it's one of the best profit sharing programs. You can bring it to a clinic. And so we have our staff that's on board. So when our staff are helping patients and they're helping Mrs. Jones and talking to her about her nutrition, they're getting compensated by this referral program also, and it's not coming out of my pocket. So I'm able to bonus my staff monies that are not coming out of my pocket from the company, from this referral program that Pam talked about. And just to put this in perspective, I started practicing in 99, and up to 2011, I've been using different products. There's some great companies out there. There's a few great companies out there. This one isn't the only one. I love it. But there's some other companies we were using for good nutrition. It didn't have everything that this company has, and we were just retailing it to patients. From a business standpoint, we could make a margin. You buy something in a clinic or an office, and there's going to be a markup the practitioner of the office is going to make. We're able to get these products to our patients at a wholesale price, number one, which I couldn't do before. Number two, there's also money for the clinic on the back end. Now, that's very different. If you were to be use the regular retail markup program, that markup is the money and that's it. So you've got to charge patients that retail value. And so we're able to put that money back in employees' pockets. So that's a huge aspect right there. On the other side of it too, patients feel good. When Krystal said she asked me to explain to her family why she felt so good, people talk about it. When you feel different, when you have more energy, when you're sleeping better, you start to glow, you start to act different. You better believe your coworkers notice you, your relatives notice you, the people around you notice. And when you refer them and say, listen, I don't know if this is for you, but this is what I've been doing for 18 months and I feel fantastic. When they actually look at the program, and if they were to start and get on this program, the company uses that referral system for them as well. So we have patients that just share it with their husband, their wife, their mother-in-law, and they're actually getting bonus. So they get some products that they didn't expect in replacement for that referral, and they can also make money that way too. We don't discuss the business with our patients, but I just want to shed some light on how that really can affect the business side of things, if that makes sense.
Amazing. That's a great explanation there, Dr. Joshua. Just like me, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, live, comment live, watching on a replay, comment replay. But just like me, a lot of patients will ask me, "Hey, Michael, where can I buy the BioFreeze?" I'm like, "Yeah, go to Walmart." Well, in the clinics, you see this in the clinics, ladies and gentlemen. You go to a physical therapy clinic. There are a lot of clinics there. They're selling BioFreeze. They're selling gait belts. They're selling pillows for their neck and everything. Well, why not nutrition products? Just recently, I know a lot of PTs were going to get mad at me. My back hurts. I went to a chiropractor. He fixed my back. I don't know what you call that, doc. He did some manipulation. I felt so good. And guess what? There were some products there, some aromatherapy products. I actually bought some, took it home. It's right over there. There's a candle there. And there's some, shakes that, hey, if straightforward. The chiropractor told me, hey, one of the factors why your back is hurting is because, I'm fat. She said, I'm not really fat. She said, you're a little bit heavy side, your BMI, stuff like that. He said, yeah, your BMI is a little bit high, Michael, blah, 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 blah. You might want to lose weight a little bit. Well, guess what? She offered me the shake. Well, do you think I bought it? Of course. She told me, Well, guess what? I got home, I bought that shake and then, drank it. I lost a little bit of weight, but it needs to be continuous process, right? So just like bathing, you can only, if you do it once, it's only gonna do good one time. But if you do it continuously, regularly, you're gonna achieve your goals, just like what they're talking about. But before I keep on going, we'll be back in a few seconds, and we're gonna ask Pam and Krystal about how they do this in their practice. So we'll be back in a few seconds.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Well, thank you very much, HelloNote, for that. Appreciate you. Actually, just a disclaimer, I use HelloNote for our small little practice here in Tennessee, and it's very easy to use. It's obviously it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I just look like I'm perfect, but I'm not. Got this beautiful skin. Yes, courtesy of Pond's lotion. No, it's the other way around. Pond's lotion. No, they don't pay. But there's nothing perfect. But I use it. Not the Pond's, right? The EMR, the HelloNote. It's so easy to use, ladies and gentlemen. I just finished an eval this morning, now after lunch, and it took me only 30 minutes to finish a Part B evaluation. And the actual treatment note, the clinical note, it's like 5 minutes. So easy. very quick and easy. But before I keep on going, let me just show you this real quick.
Why did I choose autonomy?
Why my agency is empowered by autonomy.
Why did I join Autonomy?
Why I chose to use the Autonomy platform.
I chose autonomy because it allows me to have a work-life balance and provide skilled clinical care for my clients.
I chose autonomy because of the amazing support structure that it provides to my consumers and staff.
I feel that autonomy is one of the only platforms that looks at my clients with disabilities as a person, not as a number.
The Autonomy platform serves as our back office, therefore allowing us to use our skill set to serve our consumers best, to see the best possible outcomes.
The Autonomy talks about different things. They talk about value-based care. They intentionally limit the number of clients we serve so that we can stay focused on the main thing and not get overwhelmed. That we can focus on providing for our people, meeting their needs, helping them to develop a level of independence and satisfaction with their lives. And I can get behind that. That's why I'm here.
All right, welcome back. Thank you very much, Autonomy, for that quick video. I like it when they said focus on the main thing. Focus on the main thing. I wish I have that accent on that lady there. It's so nice, right? The British accent. I wish I had the. I wish, not wish. I hope. I wish the British came into the Philippines, and at least we got that British accent. Well, at least I have the Filipino accent. Before I keep on going, I just would like to give a shout out to Christine. Thank you very much for watching. She said, functional fuel changing the landscape of human health. I don't know what that means, but I guess they're talking about the isogenics, I am assuming, Pam. And then Christine also said, amazing nutrition, amazing practitioners doing amazing work. Oh, gosh. This Pam and Krystal and Dr. Joshua, I think they're really amazing, I guess, right? And then Sarah said, Jojo, so true, but the right supplementation is key. All right, you see that? The word key. The key is the key for you to be able to open up a door. You can have the best big door in the world, but if you don't have that key to open it up, it's not going to do you good. So we're going to bring back Pam and Krystal. How do you use this in your practice? Dr. Joshua already mentioned it. How do you use it? You mentioned earlier you work in home health and nursing home or whatever. How do you use this? Do you use it for your? I know you use it for yourself. How do you recommend it to your clients and everything?
Well, I think that that can be tricky, right? Depending on what setting you're in. I have. Just to kind of back up, I feel like I've been sharing this for 2.5 years, and the changes that I've seen in people's health have really been so profound, changing the nutrition in their world. And I feel personally, there's so many changes in Medicare, and I feel like for me, I felt a little bit frustrated, I felt a lot frustrated, I think, when treating my patients, it just kind of didn't feel like I was doing everything I could for them. In home care especially, I think that there's a lot of new rules coming out and, regulations and how often I can see somebody and for how long. And so as a clinician, that was getting to me. It was really, just making me feel like, is this where I'm supposed to be? Am I having the impact that I want on my patients? And so I have shared this nutrition with some people who have absolutely had amazing results as far as just their overall healing, their, energy, their sleep, their ability to, as far as even range of motion types of things, their body just working at a higher level, right? Because it's fueling them nutritionally. So for me, I talk to a lot of, people's families. I do work with a lot of older people. And obviously, I don't have any kind of nutritional conversation with somebody who may not be able to, make. I know that you focus with dementia patients as well, so we're definitely talking with families at that point. But yeah, I think depending on what setting you're in, it's going to just kind of depend on how you can share that. I don't know if you want to sneak in there,
I was
but
just going to say my mission is I love joint replacement, but my mission is to prevent joint replacement by helping people manage their weight easier. If 69% of Americans are considered overweight, there's just so much mileage being put on joints unnecessarily. If people knew what we know about how toxins affect your weight, we have the supplement as part of our line that helps your body detoxify so that you don't hold on to the visceral fat that your body normally holds on to protect your organs from toxins. So you release it as just a natural byproduct of rebalancing your pH. I saw it, my husband's experienced it, and I want to share it with everyone so they can manage their weight just simply and easily, and it's just convenient.
yeah. I think that we also are seeing a lot of our coworkers and our friends in the healthcare industry, getting frustrated. For me, with having 3 children, I wanted to work a little less, right? And I wanted to be able to be present for my family. And there was always more month than money. So for me, sharing this gift of having a business where, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself is just absolutely amazing. And I know that, the national student debt is like $1.5 trillion, and people's credit cards, I think the average is around $6,300. People are really, struggling. And I knew that I could work 80 hours a week and be even, spend more time away from my family and still kind of never catch up. And so for me, the opportunity to impact people on such a high level flowed really well with what I'm doing as an OT and my drive and my goal to help people, and also to give myself some freedom and help other people do the same. Really help other people have more options.
Right, because we're setting people up with wholesale accounts, so they're ordering while we're sleeping.
Yeah.
And the products are delivered right to their doorstep. They're managing their own account. So for $29, you can get a business where you saw my website. I mean, that's completely fabricated for me. I just have to pick the name. So a practitioner, all they have to do is share this information, and we have tools that they just point people to, that you just drop a link and say, watch this video. The science is extremely compelling, and people order and they love it. They fall in love with it. They see it transform their lives. They start sharing it, and it just becomes extremely cumulative.
Yeah, I think the science, it's all research based. And I think we're really pioneering in this space. And it's really exciting. It's really, really exciting when you get to really learn the science and see the third-party, studies that have been done. Isagenix has spent millions and millions of dollars on third-party research studies, and the results are amazing. You don't find these results anywhere else. So it's an amazing gift to share, and there's just so many benefits to it, along with friendships
and mentorship
and mentorships,
encouragement and positivity,
and being a popular kid, right? Just kidding.
Popular kid.
But anyway, thank you very much for sharing that, Pam and Krystal. I really like what you said about sharing it from to other people. When you watch a movie and you really liked it, you don't care if you said the whole story right or you say the wrong story wrong, and you're just passionate about it. Oh, I just saw this movie. Like last week, I was just talking about the Avengers. I'm like, gosh, I'm just gonna share this. Last night, I was playing PlayStation, right? And then, of course, I said, okay, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm gonna watch Netflix. I saw a movie called the sister of Sherlock Holmes, like Inova Holmes or something like that in Netflix. And I told my kids, hey, let's watch this. This is going to be interesting. And you know what? It was interesting, and I wanted to share it to people. And same thing with what we're doing here. If you're passionate about it, it could be the good show. It could be a great show for other people. and it could be a not so good show for some people. So it's just a matter of learning how to find that like-minded people, and then sharing it to the right person, but before I keep on going, there's some questions here. I'm gonna put in Dr. Joshua here. Sarah was asking, Krystal mentioned about telomeres. What are those? I'm assuming those are just like the DNA telomerase. I'm not even gonna attempt to go in the DNA, RNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. You know what? I met a chiropractor and he was talking about all this deoxy, blah 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 blah. Could you share us what this is all about, Dr. Joshua?
Sure, sure. So our telomeres are basically at the tips of our chromosomes, and the telomeres protect our DNA. And that the fundamental picture that I want you to see is it's a buffer. It's like the bumper on your car. As
So
we get older,
right, it's RNA, DNA. Am I correct?
Say it again.
So at least I'm right, pretty close, right? My guessing, right?
Perfect.
It's something related to your RNA and DNA, right?
Absolutely. The DNA is our genetic blueprint. The DNA tells you how tall you're going to be, what color eyes we're going to have, our features. Our DNA is the script for our entire being. It literally, it's our computer program. And what protects our DNA are the telomeres. And so what happens is, as soon as the baby's born, so the telomeres are like these bumpers, or it's a great example. Our shoestrings. If you look at the tip of our shoestring, you have this plastic tip. And if that plastic tip starts to wear away, the shoestring starts to fray. Well, that happens inside of us every time our cells duplicate, because all day, every day, our cells are doing their job and they're replicating themselves. And then the old cells die off and new cells move forward. And that's us growing and expressing health. But every time our cells duplicate, or as we get older, there's a little less telomere. So the telomeres get shorter and shorter and shorter. And what happens is, as our telomeres get shorter, it's associated with every single thing, Doc, that you can think of with aging. Our gray hair, poor eyesight, our muscle tone.
Why are you looking at me when you said gray hair?
Well, you did mention it in the beginning, but if you can't see that right here, I'm in the same boat. So telomeres, basically, the shorter the telomere, the more that body part is going to age. And now we link, and we've done this maybe starting 25, 30 years ago, almost every disease that we know of, almost every disease is linked to short telomeres. So we don't want short telomeres. And in fact, Doc, if you've ever seen someone who's 40 years old, they're 40, but they look like they're 60, or someone who's 40, but they look like they're 20, that has to do with telomere lengths. And so knowing that, we want to do everything we can to protect our telomeres, right? So that's part of our nutritional platform. We have a product that supports telomere health, to keep those telomeres healthy and keep our DNA protected, because there comes a point where that telomere can't protect the DNA anymore, and that's the end of our life. Okay, so that's really what, and it goes a lot deeper than that, but that's just the surface story about this. We want long telomeres. We want to protect our telomeres, and there's some great science on this. I have the opportunity to have lectured on telomere science a number of times, and it's one of the core things that we do in our program. This nutritional platform is mandatory now in our program when someone wants to get healthy. And the reason we switched over from highly recommending to it's mandatory, if someone wants to work with me, it's because I've never seen this happen before. We could recommend a program for this, a program for that. But when you see people get healthy, when you see them express life from a place where they weren't doing so before, it's like, do I want to give someone 80% of what I know that works? We use laser therapy for this. We use Hakamed therapy for that. We use disc restoration. What about the insides? And so isogenesis is a product that protects our telomeres. There's other products that do different things and have different yields and results. And we've created this program that is a part of what they're getting when they're coming to see me. If they're going to come to see us, I know what they need. They're better yet, their body knows what they need. I shouldn't say that. I know what I'm going to suggest to them based on my experience as a practitioner and what we've been seeing now all over the world for since 2002 with this specific company, and the science that they have would just, I know we don't have enough time tonight, will blow you away. The science they have is it's unprecedented, and that's why we have so many practitioners, is because the science speaks for itself. So we just tell people, listen, put it in your body, put it in your mouth, see how you feel. If you like it, stay on it. If you don't, that's cool too.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That is such an amazing. I like what Dr. Joshua said, getting healthy, getting healthy. Your patients, our goal for our patients is to actually get better, get stronger, get moving and everything. We're on that physical part. Well, guess what? We sometimes forget the inside part, which is actually the main component of our body, the RNA and then DNA. I'm just wanting to sound smart here too. Speaking of, I want to be smart, right? Speaking of telomere, the end is the telomere. If you know what's type in the end of what is the shoestring, because it starts with letter A. If you're an OT, you should know this. If you're an OT, type in the word that is called at the end of the shoestring, and I'm going to give you a special whatever you got prize at the end of this. Maybe Pam and Krystal or Dr. Joshua can give a special prize. I'm putting him on the spot, but there's what you call the end of that shoestring. It's not telomere, right? But it's something called letter A. It's called letter A. Maybe Pam and Krystal could give us an idea. But before I keep on growing, before I keep on growing, before I keep on going, we see Vonda saying these products are yummy. They taste great. So it's a shake. Is it a shake? Is it a product or whatever? What is that, Dr. Joshua or Pam or Krystal? Oh, you're muted. Let me unmute you. There you go.
We do have meal replacement shakes, and we have the supplement that Dr. Josh was talking about is a vegan gel cap.
Yeah, there's a whole host of products. There's different systems. We choose to start people off simply because I know that life is crazy, and we really believe that the foundation of health is small changes over time, right, add up to big changes. So there's many things, cellular cleansing, Pam's cleansing today.
So what does that do? You're cleansing the body, or?
Yeah.
Cells.
Yeah. So that rids the cells of the toxins, and then your body gets rid of them. And, it leads to your body being able to release visceral fat. There's all kinds of stuff. We don't have enough time probably to talk about everything, but
when you said fat, why are you looking at me?
So it's an amazing system. There's lots of parts to it, but the foundation that we feel really is putting this amazing nutrition in your body, supporting your telomeres, and and just doing something sustainable over a long period of time is just going to help your overall health. It really is profound when you look at the science. Nobel Prize winning science in 2009.
Right. And the company offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk for anyone to try it. If they don't like it on day 29, they can ask for their money back, but we rarely ever see anyone who doesn't like it.
Oh, wow. Well, nobody has answered yet the end of that shoestring. Nobody has answered yet. I'm going to answer it now. Pam, Krystal, do you know what's called on the end of that shoestring? Gosh,
you know.
Called aglet. Do you remember?
Yes, I did know that. Now that you say it,
aglet, A-G-L-E-T. It's called aglet. See, that's I'm smart. I just don't know. Telomere. Don't ask me telomeres. All right. Before Pam, what was that you're drinking?
Oh,
is that one of the things?
It's called Ionic Supreme. It's like a herbal de-stress drink. It's amazing.
That's my mommy juice.
Yeah, it has ashwagandha.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm just drinking a regular drink. Somebody sent me this cup, so the Dr. Mike Chua Show. Thank you, Coach Marion. So it's actually empty, so I'm just pretending I'm drinking. But yeah. Well, again, any last parting wisdom for us, Dr. Joshua, before we go?
Yeah, one of the things that really turns on practitioners is, you have to, when you recommend something, your name goes on that. And no one wants to make a recommendation to a patient that they don't feel good about. No one wants to bring home a product or have their kids get on any nutrition that they're not secure with. And so one of the reasons that makes this company so palatable and so attractive is their transparency. They give full disclosure on anything that you could possibly inquire about, how they source their nutrients, where they source their nutrients, how they're blended together, products that they use for that process. And we actually have people that call companies to find out what's being done, is in the bottle, what's on the label. In a lot of situations, in fact, in most situations, there have been some investigative reports that show many of the products many popular products don't have actually what's in the product. So we need to know that. We need to know safety. We need to know authenticity. And this company is very transparent. Their science speaks for itself. The level of testing, here's one thing that really stands out. The level of testing that they do on raw ingredients to make sure that when something comes in, it's untainted. There's, you can find that a lot of organic products actually have trace amounts of herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals. This company tests their products, and if it has any of that in it, they reject it. So a lot of people, you'll hear, oh, you know what, I eat clean, I don't eat supplements. Well, I used to think that I ate clean. When I go to Whole Foods, they don't test their food. This company does. And so for me to put it in my kids' mouths, to recommend it to patients, to take it myself, that makes me feel really good, that I know I can get the answers. They have the science to back it up. And that is a very important thing for practitioners to understand. They're not out by themselves, as Krystal said. This is a team play. We all work together. And that's why we have a big team of people that go out and educate. We educate parents, kids, practitioners, school teachers, you name it. And we provide the education, we provide the information, they get to decide.
Awesome. So where can we reach you, Dr. Joshua?
Where can you reach me? Well, I would say to reach Pam or Krystal. They can get me. If you're looking for me in my clinic, that's our clinic is Dunsky Rehab and Spine Center. That's in Framingham. But in terms of the nutritional platform, they can go to this website, jointphysio.isogenics.com, and they're going to get us. And if they need to contact us directly, Krystal or Pam, if you want to, offer that information up, that'd be the best way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best way is probably just to contact us through this website. I'd love to say one last thing. I know that a lot of practitioners that are watching this really just care about, up-leveling their ability to help their patients out and to really up-level their overall results. And this is just an amazing addition to what they're already doing. And when the body is fueled at this level, then the body can do more, right? And the recovery is better. And so using this platform is not only, science driven and proven, but it's also extremely easy because there's no overhead, right? You eat your overhead. There's no overhead for having this additional stream of income, this additional business. You don't have to deal with sending products and getting them to somebody. And if they have an issue, customer service, all of that is taken care of. So it's an amazing addition to what we offer and what we can offer to our patients. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, again, thank you very much, Pam, Krystal, Dr. Joshua. I really appreciate you for coming over. You guys got to check out jointphysio.isogenics.com/guide. Read that, jointphysio.isogenics.com, whatever, that /guide. You check that out. We're going to put that in the comment. And for those people who are commenting, thank you very much for joining over with us tonight. I really appreciate you. And before I let you go, Pam, thank you. Dr. Joshua, thank you. But before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, always remember the word FAST, F-A-S-T, letter F. Find friends that will push you to your next level because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Today, I hang out with Dr. Joshua, I hang out with Pam, I hang out with Krystal. Guess what? I feel like I'm stronger now. I got my telomeres, my aglets. I learned something new today. So you got to find friends that will push you to your next level because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Who are you hang out with? Are you hang out with awesome people? Guess what? You're going to be awesome. Hang out with those people who are actually complaining in life. Guess what? You'll end up complaining too. To tell the truth, yeah. Hang out with people who are actually complaining about the company. Guess what? You're going to complain for that company too. You hang out with awesome people. You're going to be awesome too. You hang out in a barber shop. One way or another, you're going to get a haircut. You're going to get a haircut. So hang out with Josh, Dr. Josh, hang out with Pam and Krystal. Reach out to them. Go to their website. That's letter F. Letter A is you got to learn how to take action. All this stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do me good. It's not going to do you good if we don't take action. All this stuff, I do this live video. It's free. You can watch this in our group. Watch this in our Facebook group, YouTube, and everything. It's not going to do me good if you don't take action on it. It's not going to do you good if you don't take action on it. So you got to take action, guys. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction. Before I keep on going to the next letter, somebody said, Sarah, something I'm definitely interested. How do I order? You just reach out to this beautiful ladies here or Dr. Joshua, so reach out to them. Renee said, thank you, Dr. Mike. Thank you too, Renee. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And then Sherry said, thanks, everyone. And Sarah said, does somebody help me? Yep, they will help you, obviously. That's why they're here. And somebody mentioned telomeres are aglets. Whoever that Facebook user is. All right, let's go back to that letter. Letter A is you take action, right? And letter S is not aglets. It's not telomere. It's shoot for the moon. Why? If you keep shooting for the moon, you're going to miss it. Who shoots for the moon? But you always want to shoot for the moon. Why? Because when you miss it, you're going to be eventually landing with the stars. I kept shooting for the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guess what? I'm landed with the stars right now. The popular kids of New Hampshire, right? So you keep shooting for the moon. You're going to fail, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be rejected. People are going to pull you down. They're going to tell you this is that, this is that, this is this. Well, guess what? You just don't stop. You keep going. You keep going. They're going to say this is not right for you. They're going to say, oh, blah, 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 blah. When I was starting my career here, they said, no, it's not good there, Michael. Well, guess what? They're asking for a job from me right now. You got to keep pushing. Don't stop, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep pushing. Last letter on the word fast. Letter T. It's not telomeres. Not telomeres. But teach it. Why? You got to teach it. That's the reason why they're here. You got to teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're understanding it more. And that's what Dr. Joshua, Dr. Pam, that's what Krystal is doing. They are teaching us. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Be awesome, be great, be excellent, and you have a good night. Thank you, Dr. Joshua. Thank you, Pam. Thank you for those people who are watching live. I appreciate you. Jimmy McKay, you got to check him out. Thank you very much, Mr. Jimmy. Thank you, Christine, for all those people who are watching. We will see you again next week. Be awesome, be great, be excellent, and we will see you next week.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once the note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.